The Log-12, April 24th, 9:52 p.m. I actually have something of of this right before something that I need to get started of, because I've actually have had this, but then it kind of like fade away while I was distracting of how this one $200 million mansion looks more like a super duper solitary confinement with all that white uh, stuff, walls everywhere, and the mixing of marbles and diamonds. Like last time I checked, diamonds kind of sparkle. How does that work? Like, okay. So anyway, back to business. Okay, so in my last video, I talked about how this one girl was like real gorgeous and hot, and she has flat chest and a nice big ass. Like I've been trying hard to know how to come up with a better way of know how to say things without sounding a bit sexist. But if uh if all that fat in her butt were put on her chest, it'd be like a pummeling. Like in a way, I if she's listening right now, I wanted to break her heart as gently as I can be with without coming off as well uh, a bit of a sexist, I guess, because I have been trying though, and I couldn't find a better way to say it. So you're probably wondering. So you're saying that you don't find her ass attractive, but you want her anyway to for 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 all her fat to go to her chest. Um, no, it's because like don't get me wrong, she looks gorgeous. If uh if if her boobs were as big as her ass, then it it might be no different and something okay, this isn't getting anywhere. I just want to say that if she's listening, I hope that she acknowledged that that I won't see her again, and even if she does, like it would be frustrating because of how gorgeous she is. And while we're on the the topic for whatever reason, like how does a guy like me find someone in a way that she looks short and attractive? Well, I believe that's kind of like the one of the good interests of guys like me to find young short women to to fill feels like the needs of filling up the void. And well, imagine like being alone for for as long as you have, right? And when you look at the world, like it seems like some things are like hard to accept fact, how you feel like that you're not as needed as you want to be. Like it's this is a actually this is the kind of thing that I want to bring it up in the end of the last video that I made, because how my housemate decides to go like ra 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 and decides to ruin it. And now here I am like trying to doing of revisiting of the thing that I'm trying to say. So here's there's something of right there of like how this whole relationship of like a whole uh man and child relationship like somehow ought to be, because of like how at one end you have like a form of like a discrimination, because for like strong fat, like one, they want to have them for themselves, and two, the part about how it seems like how life isn't going anywhere with a number of endless options that's always dynamic and doesn't have some certain endpoint. No, they only collect desperate people to create a relationship for the desperate people, which in fact that they they know how to comment, but don't necessarily like them, and that's a hard fact in parts of social programs. So what is what is this where am I getting with this? Well, in a sense of a man child relationships, the idea of how the man wants to have a sense of a purpose, of attention, right? Like they like the part of how he might miss of feeling needed, and not all children know everything, just as how how our parents' generation led to believe that technology is getting so better, or this generation is fantastic. Well, guess what? We inherited the roots of both dysfunctional adults and the parts of how we are just like how you were before, uh, struggling to get by. And as for the children, right? You you have their you have them both young and not fully developed, and that is what those kinds of equalities needed to have a sense of a feeling of giving them a sense of knowledge, wisdom, love, all sorts of things. And when you and when one tries to deny of those kinds of means, it creates some kind of strong health issue of like how the man wants to feel needed from the child, and make it look like emotional therapeutic, cuz if if love heals and grow, don't you think that it is like a time to to start socially experimenting on it? Like, I'm not even going to to say that people already have, because in reality I haven't seen shit, because I am just a bystander who is willing to wait to see what knowledge has to give away, or dare to take, or even like like show us something new every day, like how every year, month, week, day, hour, minute, second is like a new history. And what I said before is now relatively speaking in the past. And guess what? Just like how I said before of not acknowledging about what I just said before, it's a matter of opinion. Now I know you're probably wondering, is this going anywhere? Maybe not. I'm just exaggerating a bit, cause, but I'm not wrong though. I'm not wrong about not acknowledging about how people might have done their social experiments about the things I've been talking about, and and the matter of the fact, now that I think about it, seems like an appropriate way to say that it's like a sort of a matter of opinion, because not everything gets on put on the on those popular news channels. Like, for me, what's supposed to be all neutral, instead of being built up or something favorable, it's I go with the I go with the Vice News. Like, and like yes, I am getting a bit of ahead of myself, off topic, and you'll probably take advantage of this information anyway. So why not? Like, feel free to do so, because I already know what my role is of giving the this video commitment for. So, I think we have learned something today. that 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 the mental health system thing is still of a neglectful problems, and those who are kind of too angry of wanting to have kids for themselves end up becoming uh, a self-centered slaves of of not knowing when to set them free, right? Because isn't that like the same thing as relationships, like being all too cleany and whatnot? Because I'm not trying so hard to like label them as some kind of like a dotted parents, but kind of like more like of a different sense when they might have like a sense of like hidden crushes, or even like a good old brother or sister too strong complex. Like if you're thinking that I don't know what I'm talking about, like you pretty sure that you might be right on the money, because right now it's like um a sort of a complex battle, because like in the start of this it's supposed to be about like how someone who is like a lot older and autistic and being in a relationship with a kid who is like in comparison to like into all who acknowledge it a highly intelligent one. Like if those like two pairs like meet up, I like to say that I might have no doubt that they might be of a perfect match. And while it's not like it's not of 100%, but it is like a guarantee that that the longer that you have been uh, alone, the the more that you learn. Like it's like like okay. Well, it's a good thing that I'm like back at doing this again, because like I need to like keep up, and even though that's like completely obvious with you all knowing that I have 8 more to do like after this, I wanted to point out that I am grateful that I get to that I get to get back of something that I do not want to forsake of what I've been planning to for the past 2 years. And while when I first thought that it's not going to be easy, like it in my times of like doing Instagram, like it's and sharing my 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 struggles of like getting by, like after commitment, like somehow along the way, like it kind of it kind of makes this look easier. Like maybe there's like something to do with the gray area that I've been struggling to like to get off of it, and then like have something that I once had before the commitment comes back to me. Like I don't know. Like it's to me it seems more like a sense of being crystallized. Like I think like in a way I might not want it back. And while it's well it's still unclear about what those kinds of gray areas are. Like the important factor is that I show people of uh, of what I'm doing, and 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 what to build up, because that's that's what a commitment is. Like, all right, I think I'm done for the night. I'll see you all next time. Have a good night.